Satchidananda Swarupa, Purna and Aksharam. Meaning what? We are full, complete. And also, all the bliss is within. And we are imperishable, meaning there is no change in this state. So that is what we are actually. And when we are transacting with the world, there is something called as mind. Mind means there are always thoughts, right? Mind means what? It's flow of thoughts. Always thoughts, emotions, ideas, right? See, actually speaking, there is no problem anywhere. The sense, our true nature is of, we are Purna. We are totally complete, perfect. There is no problem. And also, namakku oru kuraivum illai. Why? There is so much of bliss inside. Brahmanandam. There is nothing we lack. Even when we are transacting the world with the mind, actually speaking, there is no problem. Thoughts rise and thoughts remain and then thoughts go. Thoughts cannot by itself bind us. Thoughts cannot by itself trouble us. There is no problem whatsoever, even with the mind. Then why meditation? Then what are we trying to do by doing meditation? Swami, though you say all these things, but still it is not true. We are so much disturbed by thoughts. Sometimes we go crazy mad with thoughts, emotions. So it is not that mind, there is no problem. If you say that, we will not accept. There is a problem. Is that not so? We feel that way, no? Certain thoughts are very disturbing, certain thoughts are very agitating, and certain emotions, when they come, they overpower us. They just take us for a good ride. Then, now we should try to understand what's happening within. Then we can handle it better. The Mahatma, please listen carefully. Yesterday I told you, we are going to go into the next gear. So please follow carefully, then only you will understand what's happening. See, when we sit in the seat of meditation, we want to be quiet, peaceful, and with our own self. But thoughts come up. Thoughts arise in our heart. Sometimes we are very disturbed. See, first of all, don't expect no thought should arise. No, thoughts will come. As long as you are alive, kicking, thoughts will come. But for many, certain thoughts are very disturbing. Meaning, for example, karma, desire. And we are not comfortable having that thought. Either we want to indulge or we want to get rid of it. We cannot sit quiet along with the thought. It's disturbing. Similarly, feeling of jealousy. When we find somebody more accomplished than us, we feel always, very low. And not only low, we feel very uncomfortable with that person. There is some sort of a feeling of jealousy, envy they say, jealousy they say. So when that thought comes, we lose our peace. We are not happy. We want to do something to the other person. Or hatred. When somebody has done something, hurt us, we are unable to sit quiet. That feeling of hurt, it comes up again and again. It troubles us. So, these kind of emotions, certain thoughts disturb us. Why? Our Acharya Ji, a great genius, he explained to us beautifully. I am going to share with you whatever he explained to us. See, any thought has got two aspects, please understand. One is the thinker. First of all, thoughts cannot just come here, somewhere in the space, somewhere in the air it cannot come. It comes only to me. Is it not so? So for a conscious entity only, thoughts can arise. So therefore, whatever may be the thought, I am involved always. Thoughts are coming to me. Please understand. Thoughts are coming to me. Okay, that is one aspect. The thinker or the person who is having the thought. Second aspect is, whenever you try to analyze what is the thought, always there is an object in the womb of each thought. Womb is karuvare, amma ode womb solluvaanga, karpappai solluvaanga. Adha maadhiri ovvoru thought adukulla adode karuvareila edho oru porul irukku. In womb of every thought there is an object always. Let us say fan. In this thought, first of all, I am seeing a fan, so I am there. Or I am having the thought of a fan. And then, in this thought, there is an object which rotates fast and which can give us air. Can circulate air, not give us air, circulate air. So that is an object. So, in the womb of every thought, there is an object. There is no problem. Till this point, there is no problem. All the thoughts come to the thinker, to the person, that is the conscious entity, me. Fine. And every thought has got something or other in it, an object. If I say, gada bada gada, if this is the thought, gada bada gada, what is the object?
Sound.
Just a sound, very right. It's a sound, it makes no sense to us. You ask, what is this gada bada gada? What is gada bada gada? Vayathale says gada bada gada. But actually speaking, we are unable to think, what is gada bada gada? But if at all it's making some sense, meaning some image or some object is contained in that thought. All of us, when we are born, when we are growing up, always, because of our inherent tendencies which we have collected over the period of time, we have got strong likes and dislikes in our heart. All of us. We should accept that. I don't like a dog. Why? I don't like a dog. It's barking always. It is chasing everybody away. And night sometimes it makes very howling. What is it? Ooh! They say somebody is going to die. We are so scared. Who is this? And not only that, they say the hair falls here, there, everywhere. It's not good. I don't like a dog. Why? I don't like it. But you know, some people are there. For them, dog is more than their life. Not even the children they care. Dog. You go to the Western country, I always wonder, even if you are born there, you will be born as a dog in America.
No, even Australia too.
Australia too, in all Western country. If you have done a lot of punya, only you can be born as a dog there. You are given a separate bed to sleep, and shower every day. And you know, there is a nursery for dogs also. And oh my God, how much they take care, I don't know. They spend so much of money. They insure dogs. Manushar can insure the number. They insure dogs. So, when a thought comes dog in my mind, simply because I have somehow got a strong repulsion for dog, I am not comfortable. What is this nonsense, dog? But for a person, dog, my God, dog. God and dog are just opposite. See, how cute it is, how cute it is. And it's like a asuran, like a ghost, like a Bhayangarama. Swami, in the world, on the boon, on the body, what do say? See, sometimes they are very tall and they look very beastly. They say, what do say?
That won't do anything.
I know it won't do anything. Your dogs, you have trained and you have put injection and all. You go in Tiruvannamalai, all stray dogs. Sori pudisha naai. Aducha ennavum yarukkum theriyadhu. Naai settu povum, naam settu povum theriyadhu. It's very scary. Very scary. We take so much of risk in living in this country actually. Wherever we go, stray dogs only. ஏதோ கடவுள் மேல் பாரத்தை போட்டு வாழ்றோம். என்னை கடிக்காதுன்னு சந்தோஷத்துல ஏதோ நினைப்பு. So I hate dogs. So whenever a thought of a dog comes into my mind, I am not comfortable. To other person, whenever a thought of a dog comes, he is so overawed. Doggy, something they say. So either we react positively towards that object or negatively. This is called as raga dvesha. Attachment and repulsion. Raga means what? We are so attached to it, means we love it. We like it, we love it, and we want to have it. Have it means what? Or a dog pakatlaye nalla irukku. Repulsion means what? I hate it. I can't stand the sight of it. I want to get rid of it. So this is our problem. So this is only an example. Like that, so many things. Certain people we cannot stand. Yo, kalangathala avan munjila mudichu tolchana pochu nikku ellam. Yen pavam enna senjavane? Avanu seiyala Swami, kandale pidikka maatenge. Why? Somehow the chemistry doesn't match. Summa solluvan chemistry. Ivarku enna chemistry theriyum? Kandale pidikka maatenge. Shani pidicha paya. Munjila mudichale vedandar. We have so much strong dislike. Certain people we like. Like means what? We always want to be with them, talk to them. So that is called as attachment. This is called as repulsion. Raga and dvesha. This is the real problem. When there is attachment, we always want to indulge. Indulge means what? Not physical indulgence. To be always together, talk, share, blah blah, blah blah. When that person is not there, we feel sad. Oh, I miss you, you know. All those nonsense. When the person we don't like, then we say, oh my God, he's a pain in the neck. Have you ever experienced pain in the neck? It's very horrible. We say pain in the neck. கடவுள் என்ன செய்வானோ அப்படி ப்ராப்ளம் தான் அவங்க பக்கத்துலேயே வைத்தியமாக ஏற்பாடு பண்ணுவார். So you want to get rid of, but that thing will remain always with you. So you hate, you react negatively. This is the problem. Similarly, my son, my daughter, my granddaughter, daughter or a granddaughter, when that comes, you are so fond of it, so attached to it. See? So, in the womb of every thought, there is an object. Object is an innocent thing actually. By itself, dog means for பாவம், அது ஒரு பிராணி. அதுக்கு ஒரு சுபாவம் இருக்கு, கொலைக்கிறது அதோடைய சுபாவம். அது என்ன செய்யும்? அது பிறக்கும் போதே அதுதான் பிறந்திருக்கு. கொலைக்கும். அது இன்னசென்ட்டா என்ன சொல்றேன்னு கேட்டா, it has nothing in it either to invoke that kind of affection or that kind of repulsion. You understand? That's another thing. But we only give so much of value either by being very fond of that object or we give value by hating it. Even hatred is a value which we are giving in a negative way. So what happens continuously? Whenever there is an object in the womb of the thought, we react with all the objects, with all the thoughts, either positively or negatively. That is how that object can really trouble us, bind us, make us suffer. Are you getting the point? Is it clear? Manga. Mangana அது ஒரு என்ன வெஜிடபிள், அது ஃப்ரூட் அல்லது ஃப்ரூட். ஓகே, காய் ஃப்ரூட்டானா ஏன் மாங்காய் பேர்? மாம்பழம்னா அது ஃப்ரூட்டு, மாங்காய் ஃப்ரூட் தானே, காய்கறியா? என்னது வெஜிடபிளா? மாங்காய் அது சரி, மாங்காய் வெஜிடபிளா ஃப்ரூட்டா? அது ஒரு டிபேட் ஆகிடுது. ஓகே, வாட் எவர் இட் இஸ், அது பாவம். அதோட சுபாவம் புளிப்பு. அது என்ன செய்யும்? அது பிறக்கும் போதே புளிப்போட பிறந்துச்சு. அப்படிதான் படைச்சிருக்கோம் பகவான் போது. ஆனா சில பேருக்கு புளிப்புல ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். அதுவும் கர்ப்பிணி பெண்களுக்கு புளிப்பு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். They like it. Some people don't like it. So when somebody offers you that, then come, I want it, I like it. They say, useless. சில பேருக்கு, some people somehow like this Arisi Upma so much, especially Brahmins. Whenever you go, Swamiji, today a very special dish for you. What is that? Arisi Upma. With kochu. What is kochu? Horrible pulipu. Kochu தான் இது பேரு. Horrible pulipu. இந்த உப்புமா ஒரு உருப்படாத உப்புமா. Swami, this is a special dish for you. I say, my God. What has the Swami is not yet? Swami is accepting everything as prasad. Say, oh, you see, I like it. You like it? Yes. But some people like it. What to do? Arisi Upma is power. It's innocent. It is born as an Arisi Upma. What can it do? அது ஒரு மண் மாதிரி இருக்குது, அதோட சுபாவம். அது என்ன செய்ய முடியும்? But some people like it. அந்த கொச்சு அப்படி ஒரு புளிப்பு, அது அப்படி பிறந்துருச்சு, என்ன செய்ய முடியும் அது? But some people like it so much. என்ன கொச்சு வச்சிருக்காரு, நாக்கில சூடுது. Horrible. You give it to a foreigner, that kochu, he will. So we have got strong likes and dislikes towards everything in the world. We react with everything in the world, either through affection or through repulsion. That is the problem. So when we sit quiet in the seat of meditation, when a thought arises, there is no problem. But we cannot sit quiet. When a thought arises, when the object is very favorable, meaning what? Which we like, then we want to indulge in it. or ha 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 ho ho ho, all those stuff. When something horrible, meaning we don't like it, that's what we call it horrible, comes in the heart, we react very violently. What is this thought? I don't like it. So this is the problem. So we give power to the thoughts to bind us. The thoughts cannot bind us. It is innocent. We, because of our strong likes and dislikes, we give power to the thought, to the world to disturb us. When somebody is disturbed, nobody is to be blamed. And people comfortably blame God for everything. Poor God, what He will do? We suffer in this world because of our raga dvesha, our strong likes and dislikes. Not because of anybody else. We comfortably blame the other, but we suffer because of our reaction towards everything in the world. I don't like it. You may not like, but there are some people who may like it. I don't like that person also who likes this. Alright? What is this? So therefore, when we sit in the seat of meditation, we go on reacting with the mind or the thoughts, either positively or negatively. So therefore, what is meditation? Meditation means you don't react. Whatever thoughts come in the mind, it has got an object in its womb. You may have likes and dislikes, but the likes and dislikes are the enemies which has to be given up. So you have to train your mind not to react. I am just the witness. I will watch and observe. I will not react. Whatever comes into my mind, I watch. By itself, it has got nothing to offer to me, good or bad. It has got its own guna. Guna means mangaikku pulippungra adoda gunam. Karumbukku inippungra adoda gunam. அந்த குணம் நல்லது கெட்டது மனசு தான் சொல்லுது. மனசுனா நான் தான் இந்த விருப்பம் சொல்றேன். You understand what I say? So I don't label it either good or bad, conducive or non-conducive. I just watch, observe. Manga, very manga, avladhaan. Manga, no. Manga, no. Manga, tenga, valika. What is this, Swamiji? The வாழ்க்கையில வாழறது சுவாரஸ்யமே இல்லையே. அது கிடையாது. In fact, everything is Brahman. What? 1 minute, what? Brahman. Everything is one only. We only label it as manga and we hate it or love it. In fact, it is Brahman only. So when you are instructed this way by your teacher, you restrain yourself by saying Asangoham, Asango. Asango means, you know what? Asango means I will not give any value to it, either positively or negatively. Meaning, no raga means like or dislike, strong dislike. Asangoha means what? I am neutral. This is what, in other words, called as just watching and observing without reacting. How we react? Either we indulge or we fight. So, in the seat of meditation, if we can watch and observe all the thoughts without getting swayed away or without fighting, resisting, then you know what will happen? After some time, the thoughts will lose its power to bind and it will just subside. When you go on watching the thoughts will subside. When you go on watching the breath will subside. When you go on watching the world, the life, everything will settle down. See, this is the secret. We need not do anything. This secret, Narasimha Rao was knowing. You know the former Prime Minister Narasimha Rao? He was knowing this secret. என்ன நடந்தாலும் சரி சிரிக்க கூட மாட்டார். I'm just joking. It's not part of the syllabus. It's just a digression. அப்படி நினைச்சு கூட சொல்ல வரேன் நான். Meaning what? Whatever happens, if you remain unperturbed, not giving any value to anything. சுவாமி பேர குழந்தை வந்து கொஞ்சம் போது அசங்கோ சொல்ல முடியுமா சுவாமி? ஓடுது ரொம்ப அநியாயம் இது. அப்படின்னா உங்களோட philosophy எனக்கு வேண்டாம். இட்ஸ் யூஸ்லெஸ் philosophy. What is this nonsense? எவ்வளோ அழகா இருக்கு இந்த குழந்தை, எவ்வளோ மழையில பேசுது, கொஞ்சுது, அசங்கோ குழந்தை சொன்னீங்கன்னா அநியாயம். See, this is what? There is nothing wrong in loving the child, playing with the child, caressing the child. There is nothing wrong. But when you take that to be very real, it is going to be like this always. Only if the child is available, I am happy. The child is not there, I am miserable. Then you are putting the key to your happiness in somebody else's pocket. Only if that person can open the vault of happiness, you will be happy. That is attachment. குழந்தை இருக்கும்போது கொஞ்சம் தப்பு கிடையாது. குழந்தை இருந்தால்தான் எனக்கு சந்தோஷம். நான் இங்கே இருக்கேன், இந்த குழந்தை அங்கேயோ இருக்கானே. நான்சென்ஸ். குழந்தை இருந்தால் நல்லது கொஞ்சலாம், குழந்தை இல்லாட்டி ரொம்ப நல்லது தியானம் பண்ணலாம். அது கேக்கன்னு அழுதுகிட்டே தரமா மூக்கு ஒழிஞ்சிக்கிட்டு இப்போ பாரு டாய்லெட் போய்கிட்டு. சுவாமிஜி உங்களுக்கு ஒன்றுமே புரியாது. I can hear some mind voice also. எனக்கு அப்படி ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி வந்துச்சு. What I am saying, there is nothing wrong. But when you feel only because of this child I am happy, if the child is not there, I am miserable, I am not happy. The child is only giving me so much of joy. The child is not giving joy. Your own affection towards that child is giving the joy. Because there are some other child, like your servant maid's child is there. Yeah, you கொஞ்சம் செய்வீங்க. அந்த மாதிரி ஸ்வெல் ஆகும் affection இல்லை. Why? Because you do so much of value to this. இது என்னுடைய மகனோட குழந்தை. சில பேருக்கு மகளோட குழந்தை கூட அவ்வளோ இல்லை, மகனோட குழந்தை. என்னுடைய பரம்பரை இதுதான். All sorts of, ignorance and imaginations. அந்த குழந்தை 12 வயசுக்கு மேலே, 12 வயசுல இப்போ இல்லை, 7-8 வயசு, திரும்பி கூட பார்க்க மாட்டோம். ஐயோ என் பையன் தான் திரும்பி பார்க்க மாட்டேன், பேரப்படி இதையே செய்கிறானே. Because he has got his own life to live. We go on, getting attached to everything in life. So, Asangaho means what? When Perapad is available, yes, fine. If it is not available also, it's really fine. Not a problem. Suppose a person who is troubling you is always there, you should put up. If he is not there also, fine. If you react violently, then you are disturbing yourself. This reaction, this is the problem. So, in the seat of meditation, what we are trying to do, we are not going to react. We will watch and observe. Let everything come, everything go. Let it pass. When you allow everything to pass, everything will pass. And you remain. You alone remain. See, this is as simple as that. As simple as that. When you allow everything to pass, everything will pass. We will not allow anything to pass. Because of our strong likes and dislikes, whichever is very favorable to us, we hold on to it. this is everything. We don't allow it to pass. When something very horrible, meaning what we dislike comes, we hate. By hating, we don't allow it to pass. It will come again and haunt you because you have given so much of value to it. It is going to haunt you. If you hate somebody, that person is going to haunt you. You are giving unnecessary value. That person doesn't deserve it. He is not worthy of it. See a boy falling in love with a girl, let us say. Always thinking about the girl. மூக்கு எப்படி கடவுள் படைச்சான்? இந்த மூக்கு எப்படி கடவுள் படைச்சான்? Think about the girl. அவ கூட இருந்தாலும் அப்பா என்ன ஆனந்தம். Means you think that girl is giving so much joy to you. But that stupid girl is crying every day in her room. If she is able to give joy, she would have given joy to herself first. Is that not so? If that stupid girl could give joy to anybody in this world, she could have given that joy to herself first. She was crying, depressed. How can that depressed, stupid, crying girl can give you happiness? Sorry, even boys, the same applies to the boys. Don't pounce on me. Swamiji, this is May Chaunism. Don't please. I'm just for an example I'm giving. You please think about it. Some people tell me, Swamiji, உங்களுடைய பொற்பாதங்கள் பட்டதனால எங்களுடைய வீடு இன்னைக்கு அப்படியே சுபிக்ஷமாயிடுச்சு. நான் சொன்னேன், ஏதோ பொற்பாதம் என் ரூம்ல பட்டே இருக்கே, இப்போயா தான் இருக்கு இப்போ பார்த்தாலும். People talk dialogue. உங்களுடைய பொற்பாதங்கள் பட்டதுனால அழுக்காத இருக்கு, பொற்பாத மாதிரி தெரியும். அப்படியே எல்லாமே இன்னைக்கு எங்க வீட்டில் அப்படியே every day this பொற்பாதம் is in my room. Nothing is happening there. சுவாமிஜி உங்களோட சன்னிதானத்தில் வந்து உட்கார்ந்தாலே ஏன் சன்னிதானம் எப்பயுமே உட்கார்ந்துருக்கேன், எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே ஆக மாட்டேங்குது. A stupid Swami, and you people think ha ha ha, ho ho ho. It's all mind's game. Similarly, a stupid girl, she cannot give happiness to anybody because she herself is suffering. How can she give happiness to anybody? But we think, that girl, it's all mind's imagination. Somehow we have got that strong vasana, and somehow we got caught and we imagine so many things. Since we do not know the truth, we imagine always. Since there is a non-apprehension, there is a misapprehension. That's what Vedanta says. Since because you don't know that girl, you imagine so much about the girl. What happens after marriage? You know the girl. Finish. That is what happens. You know the girl. And the imagination ends. And then you face the reality, face to face. Then you wonder, கடவுளே இதுக்காகவா இப்படி இவ்வளோ காசு செலவழிச்சு இவ்வளோ எனர்ஜியை வேஸ்ட் பண்ணேன் கடவுளே. You know what? This is what getting disillusioned. They say getting disillusioned. When you know the truth, you get disillusioned. When you don't know the truth, all the imagination running riot. Then you say, ha ha ha. So, it's all play of our own imagination, our own likes and dislikes, our own attachment and repulsion. That is what we do always. And that is why we are bound. That is why we suffer. In the seat of meditation also, that is why we are troubled. So who is a jnani? A jnani is the one who sees only Brahman, nothing other than Brahman. So he has no problem. So therefore he doesn't love or hate. He doesn't even love. He doesn't hate also. But he is compassionate. There is only compassion. There is not even love. There is compassion. That is expressing as pure, unadulterated love. It is not as we love. We love the personality. So in the seat of meditation, what we are supposed to do, we should not react with any of the objects of the thought. That is why this asangoham is very important. When you sit and chant, asangoham, 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 punah, punah. What do you say? It is not that I hate. Hatred is one form of sangha only. So therefore, what is asanga? Meaning, I will not give room to my own likes and dislikes. I will not react. I am the same to the yin and yang. You know what is yin and yang? In Chinese, they say plus and minus. Yin and yang, they say. So whatever it is, I watch and observe. I don't react. And the bird which is on the top of the branch is always watching, not perching. We saw it in the Mundaka Upanishad. That bird which is in the lower branch is always perching. Perching is what? Reacting. Through likes and dislikes, attachment and repulsion. Always perching, it is suffering. That is jiva. That bird which is only watching is Paramatma. So we have to only watch and observe. Then you know what? Everything will pass. And then you realize that everything is same. There is nothing called as joy content or dukkha in anything. Everything is same. Manga pulikum, adu oru gunam. Ana adu sandosham yaar sonnadu? Illa dukkam yaar sonnadu? Manga pulikum. Adu sandosham illa dukkam solradhu mind. Mind na our likes and dislikes, our vasanas. Yes, certain things are conducive to the physical existence. We are all called on the blaring of payana kathna, sammu kilinju poidum. Then it gives pain. See, that is there, physical world. But apart from that, most of the time, in the mental world, everything is likes and dislikes. We react only violently. Rajas. A man of Rajas, he reacts violently to everything. All passing cloud, he reacts. A man of Sattva is just quiet, collected, serene, watching, not getting too much reactive. You understand now the logic of meditation? See, this is what you should understand. சும்மா தியானத்தில் உட்காந்து I am the witness எதுக்காக விட்னஸாக இருக்கும்? You understand what I am saying? So you should know what is the science behind meditation. This is the science behind meditation. When our Acharya explained this, we got, my God, what a wonderful thing. This is it. This is it. Illaya. This is a science. So when the Mahatmas ask you to sit quiet, watch and observe, not react, this is the reason. Because this reactive tendency, that creates a lot of bondage and suffering. That is samsara. In Vedanta Shastra, they say Ishvara Shrishti and Jiva Shrishti. See, this is one way of approaching it. Ishvara Shrishti means what? The world created by Ishvara, with mountains, with rivers, the Panchabhuta. This is Ishvara Shrishti, where you and I are also there. There is no problem with Ishvara Shrishti whatsoever. Jiva Shrishti means what? World which we create out of our likes and dislikes. Strong attachment and repulsion. What we create, this is Jiva Shrishti. And there is only sorrow in this Jiva Shrishti. See, this is very clear. In Ishvara Srishti, there is no sorrow. But in Jiva Srishti, what we create out of our likes and dislikes, strong feeling of attachment and hatred or repulsion, there is only sorrow. We may glorify it in any way you want. You can give justification, glorification, but at the end of the day, it is all play of vasanas, play of likes and dislikes, attachment and repulsion. That is samsara. Samsara swapna tulyo hi ragha dveshadi sankulaha swakale satyavat bhati prabodhe sati asat bhave. So this samsara is nothing but raga and dvesha. When you are experiencing it is very true. But when you are awakened, you find all this to be nothing, false. So the higher meditation is not focusing your mind on any object. See, initially to gain that one-pointed attention, that gives strength to the mind. That creates sort of sattva in the mind. So you put your mind on one object, that is the sound of the mantra, in our case. Some people can take the jyoti. Similarly, there are different object of meditation, the form of the Lord, whatever. And we had pranava upasana also. That is to gain that strength through the ekagra chittam, one point attention. But once when you gain that strength of the mind, what is meditation? Meditation is to sit quiet. For that you need a lot of sattva. Means tamas means what? You will feel sleepy or bored. Rajas means you cannot keep quiet. You are carried away by the thoughts, you react violently with the thought. When there is sattva, you are awake, alert. Alert means what? You know now the mind is playing. Meaning this raga dvesha is playing. Because of these strong likes and dislikes I am suffering. You know it. And you remember the instruction of your teacher. In the seat of meditation, I am not supposed to react. I am supposed to just watch and observe. Not only in the seat of meditation, even otherwise, all throughout our life, if we react, we are into the samsara. See, Gramathla, wife ku pere samsara nikira. En samsara vandichu. Because they go on reacting, it seems. En samsara vandichu, samsara pochu. In Tamil, wife they call samsara only. And samsara the minsaram padam eduthutam. Minsaram thotta shock adikkum. இங்க தொடவே வேண்டாம், பேசினாலே ஷாக் அடிக்கும். So, all throughout our life, if we can remain the same without reacting, that is it. But that is not that simple, because we are full of likes and dislikes. Vasanas. This is called, why likes and dislikes? Because of our vasanas. Why that fellow is liking the dog so much? Because he has been with dogs all through the past janmas. இப்போதான் கொஞ்சம் மனுஷன் ஆயிருக்கான். அது வரைக்கும் நாயாவா இருந்து குளத்துட்டு இருந்திருக்கான். So much affinity towards the same ஜாதி. யாரும் இது சூப் பண்ணிட்டு போறாங்கப்பா. ரெக்கார்டர் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. You understand? Because of our past janma, because of the vasana, we have got strong likes and dislikes. When you remain same always without reacting, slowly the vasanas will go. The likes and dislikes will settle down. The mind will settle down. The fuel to keep the mind boiling is our vasana, the likes and dislikes. When the fuel is removed, when we can live like that, then the mind will settle down. Then you don't need any effort in meditation. You sit down. This Mahatma is very pure, means what? Chitta Shuddhi means what? He doesn't have much vasanas, much likes and dislikes. He is Samabuddhi. samadrishti, the same. Therefore, his mind is always quiet. He doesn't think there is so much of joy in this object. He doesn't think there is so much of pain in this object. He doesn't evaluate that way. He knows all bliss is within. The world has nothing to offer me. All bliss is within. In fact, that is the truth. And there is no dukkha outside. The mind only creates all dukkha. The likes and dislikes only creates all dukkha. He is very clear about it. So he remains very cool, collected, sane, and is very serene and happy. And his mind will not even agitate. He will be quiet. Like a trained puppy. If there is a work, he will do the work. If there is no work, his mind, if there is a task, he will do that. If there is no task, he will remain quiet. What a wonderful state. Now, there is no work. My God, thala vedichirum pola irukku. என்னமோலாம் ஒரு நினைப்புகள் இல்லையா? வேலை இருந்தாலும் பரவாயில்லையா செஞ்சுட்டு இருப்பேன் நான். வேலை இல்லாட்டி தான் கடவுளே. We all feel now. Empty mind is devil's workshop. It is not devil's workshop. We are devil. Therefore, devil's workshop. So, in the seat of meditation, when we can remain as a sakshi, witnessing everything, everything will subside. And when everything subsides, what remains? The self. Because self will not subside. Self will not rise or subside. It is always there as it is. It is substratum of everything. It is imperishable. It is not more. It is not getting modified into anything. Nirvikari. So we are the self, and there you are left alone with yourself. In fact, this Nama Rupa Jagat, this world, is nothing but mind's creation only. When the mind quietens, you don't even see a world apart from you other than you. So, that is only Shivam. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. That is very Sundaram. So auspicious and beautiful. That vision is Satyam, the truth. Shivam, very auspicious. And Sundaram. Most beautiful means what? Wonderful. Adbhutam. Ati Adbhutam. You are left with that. But without understanding this, if you try to control the mind, what will happen? Nothing will happen. For some time, because of your willpower, you will be quiet. But then it will come and dance like a ghost, like a page. As long as the vasanas are there, when you have got strong hatred towards anybody, when you have got strong liking for anybody, the mind is not going to subside. It will trouble you again and again. Howsoever hours of meditation you may sit, there is no go, there is no vimochana. As long as we empty ourselves, there is no vimochana. We blame everybody in this world, but the problem is within us. We are the problem. I am the problem. Ahankar is the problem. Mamakaram is the problem. Nobody to be blamed in this world. I am to be blamed. Because of my likes and dislikes, I suffer. Not because of the God or anybody. If I am not progressing in meditation, it is because of my shortcoming, my imperfection. How can God help you? When you have got so much of vasanas, strong hatred towards somebody, strong liking for somebody, when you are agitating yourself with these likes and dislikes, how is the mind quieted? How you can know the self or abide in the self? So we have to flush this vasana out, this raga dvesha out. Then only the mind will settle down. Then only there is Brahma Jnanam or Atma Jnanam. It is not Chuma or 10 மணி நேரம் meditate பண்ணிட்டு எனக்கு ஆத்ம ஞானம் வந்துருமா, வராது. Forcefully, when you put the mind a break and want to control, Chitta Vritti Nirodha Yoga, Patanjali Yoga Sutra says, But Chitta Vritti Nirodha also, if you don't understand clearly that vasanas are the trouble, the likes and dislikes are the trouble, if you don't allow it to pass violently, forcefully through some technique, either through pranayama or whatever technique, you just suppress the mind. When the brake is released, the mind will come out and riot. That is not the way to go. You understand everything clearly, live gracefully, watch everything and observe, allow everything to pass, empty yourself of all likes and dislikes and vasanas, then there is peace. Then there is abundance. Otherwise not. That is why we should know things. It is not kuruttanama edho onu seiyradhu kedaiyadhu. Kuruttanama na ukkandena dhyanam panneno adu kedaiyadhu. You should know what is happening, what is the trouble, what is the problem, where lies the problem, what we should need to do. Idukku dhaan scriptures venum. We should learn scriptures thoroughly with the help of a very, very exalted teacher, very evolved teacher. We should study scriptures to get clarity. Without clarity, if you sit kuruttanama ukkanda, kurudan vadigaattu maadda, nothing can happen. And you will get that kind of arrogance also. I am now a meditator. You know, I meditate for hours together. There is another big ego. பாவம் சாதாரண பாவம் கூட கொஞ்சம் ஈகோ தான் இருக்கு, லேசுவாசா இருக்கு ஈகோ. இவர் பெரிய சாதகருக்கு பெரிய தலைவர் பெரிய கிரீடம் மாதிரி ஈகோ. I am a meditator, I am a sadhak, now I am aspiring for Brahma Jnana. கொம்பு மடைச்ச மாதிரி எல்லாரும் வந்து என் காலில் விழுவோம். See, he has got a big ego. This ego is very difficult because he doesn't even know that it is an ego. So therefore, you may go for Tirtha Yatra, you may do Vratam or Dhanam, or you may practice any amount of yoga or pranayama, whatever it is. But if you do not know what's happening actually in the inside world, if you don't have clarity, nothing will happen. There will be some temporary solutions, yes. தலை வலிச்சா உடனே குரோசின் போடும், தலைவலி போயிடும், கொஞ்ச நாள் தலையே போயிடும். இப்போ பார் குரோசின் சாப்பிட்டு தலையே போயிடும். அது மாதிரி டெம்பரரி சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் யூ கேன் கிவ். But for the permanent real solution, you should dive deep and find out what is the real cause of this samsara. The real cause of the samsara is the ahankar, the ego, and the ego created likes and dislikes. That is called as mamakar. That is the real trouble. Without giving this mamakara and ahankara, nothing will happen. Summa by changing clothes or growing beard and jadamudi, nothing will happen. Just by giving sermons, lectures, nothing will happen. People may wonder, oh, this fellow must be a realized saint, but you know what you are. Likes and dislikes. So they are the enemies. So we have to be very clear in our mind, and we have to follow the advice of the teacher. We should not justify our limitations, shortcomings. கீழ்மேலெங்கும் கிழறொழி மணியன் கீழ்மையை பாழ் செய் அருணாச்சலா. என் கீழ்மையை பாழ் செய் அருணாச்சலா. Bhagavan says, what is கீழ்மை? This raga dvesha is கீழ்மை. This ahankara is கீழ்மை. Cheap, mean. This has to be given up. Despicable. This has to be given up. You understand? More we will see in the evening class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate